Wakey, wakey. How have you been holding up, Static?
Jesus, I just woke up. Where the hell did you come from?
Don't you remember? I'm always here.
Right. Sorry.
It seemed you had quite the altercation last I saw. I took a bit of a nap myself. How are you recovering?
Pretty fine, actually. I guess.
Splendid to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well.
Right.
It is a shame to see the 10th make a return so soon.
The 10th.
I'll need to
right?
have...
Is that the weakest of
Yes.
the rest?
The 10th? No. He's the one that you met. The one who took the White Mask's body off of him. That's the 10th.
Is he the strongest?
He is... He's up there. He's the most hostile and the most aggressive.
Yeah,
And probably the most durable. I mean, it took the other 9 to take him down. He is a very, very durable one. And he might be quite the problem. See, the way that this will work, the way that I will come back, is that the fragments will eventually all merge together. They do this by killing each other. This is what they go. This is why the White Mask wants to kill Thomas, why Thomas wants to kill the White Mask, why the 10th wants to kill everyone else. Because whoever claims all the fragments, I will reincarnate into their body. Our souls will merge together. Which means I'll also take the trait that they have the most. Now, obviously, with the 10th, that's not ideal, is it? Such hostility and hatred towards everybody. Should I reincarnate into his body and merge my soul with his?
Yeah, and I'm guessing nothing's gonna convince him, correct?
Problematic. What was that?
Nothing's gonna convince him, I'm guessing.
No, nothing will convince that insane person.
Are you sure
And
that's a
unfortunately, I don't have the
person?
power to do anything myself with how broken my body is. The best I can do is make vows with people and take souls and stuff like that. But the fragments are a slippery bunch to deal with.
Right.
I can't exactly kill them off because the goal was to kill each other, basically. That's what I've assigned them with. That was their last assignment that I had given them. I told them that would be our last interaction unless they had to do something that warrants me killing them. And, well, they, by technicality, haven't, so there's not much I can do without breaking the vow and dying myself. Which, well, neither of us would want that. After all, I am trying to help you here.
Well, yeah, that is
It's
correct.
people like the 10s that make me think that it would be better for Thomas to take me. As aggressive as he currently is, he is still smart. He is very intelligent. And that's his main trait. If I was to reincarnate through him, I wouldn't be as hostile towards you or Greed or the others. But I don't know. All the different fragments have their own perks that come from their trait. Ikengrow would be a good one too. His sheer wisdom and age makes him a fitting vessel. But so do the other fragments. All of them. All of them are fitting in their own way. The only one that isn't is the 10th. Because he just always had to be different. He always stood out from the rest. He was always a lot more quiet. a lot more of a silent killer than he is now. He tended to stay away from the rest of them. He wasn't much to interact. But then one day he found out what he was truly capable of, what he could really do to people. And the other 9 tried to step in and stop him. And after a very, very long battle, I'm talking hundreds of years spent in a realm beyond realms, they managed to defeat him. Surprisingly, none of the other fragments died, which was a better outcome than I'd expected. But even then, their will was completely broken. Most of them went into hiding, only very few came out. Thomas spent his time doing research back on Earth, trying to bring back what he once had. The White Mask remained hidden for a long time, hunting down Thomas for what he'd done to him in the past. Eigengrau was just doing what he did best, and that was just watching from the shadows patiently and claiming souls. And the 10th, well, the 10th was locked away. I don't even know myself where the rest of them went. They all split off their own ways. So far now from me that I couldn't trace them if I wanted to.
Don't you think that's a little dangerous? Just let them roam out like that?
Oh, probably, but there's not much I can do about it until they, well, break their vow. As dangerous as some of them may be, it's really not my problem. I can't do much. As powerful as they make me out to be, of which I am, that's only when I'm whole. I only get all that power and that strength when all of the fragments come together, in unison, when they all merge into one being and reincarnate. Until then, I'm just another one of them. I'm, in a sense, an 11th fragment. Except not quite, because I actually am the being itself. But I'm no more powerful than the rest.
No, I forgot today.
The only thing that really gives me authority over them is the vow. Of if they break their vow to me, they die. But even then, the same comes with me. See, a vow goes both ways. So if I was to break my deal with them, I die, which I can't do. I don't want to do that. I have a very high respect for my fragments. Very high. I selected each of them myself. Each who were fitting to take a certain part of me. And when destiny calls for it, to merge back into one. But I'd been gone for so many years, for so long, that eventually they started just killing each other, believing that it was about time I came back. But no one knew which one was the right one to really take that role of reincarnating. In reality, it wouldn't have mattered which one I got. In the end, it would still be me returning. Anyway, I think that's enough talk about me. What about on your end? How have things been? Aside from, well, your last encounter.
Well, me and Grit have been talking, and again, I forgot about the whole plan you had. I apologize about that, but
Oh, it's alright. You can take as long as you need.
But I don't know how to ask him.
The White Mask?
Well, isn't it...
Oh, great.
Isn't he gone? Because of the 10th?
No, he isn't. He's not gone. There is still some hope left for that man.
Then how do we bring him back?
Not a lot, but it's the... See, that is still the White Mask's body. And from what I know, from the vow that they made, the White Mask can't really attack greed. and this is the way I know this is when the 10th made an attempt to attack Greed back at the Outlands. He stopped. The White Mask regained control. Only temporary, but he regained control. The 10th, as of right now, has full control over the body, but that vow still remains the same. He still can't attack Greed, and should he attempt to attack Greed, the White Mask will once again temporarily regain control. For how long, I'm not sure. How to convince him to be on your side is a whole different story. See, his mind worked in a very strange way.
I could tell from my last encounter.
Machine, he is almost exactly like a robot. When something shows hostility towards him, they become a target, and he is now designated to kill them. That is why he attacked you when he first ever encountered you, when you drew weapons on him. He deemed you hostiles, and so, out of instinct, he attacked, and that's permanently burned into his brain. So when that same person he's fighting says they don't want to fight, and as a matter of fact they want them to work with him, it confuses him. His mind can't comprehend such an idea.
Then how am I supposed to get through his head? I don't understand.
You get someone else to do it. You need someone neutral, someone who hasn't really had a hostile encounter with him.
Well, what about Greed?
Greed, those two work together, so it's possible that you can get him through Greed. Very possible, yes.
Speaking of Greed, where is he?
He'll be around somewhere.
He usually tells me where he's going, but I guess he just wanders by himself now.
Well, I mean, you were asleep.
Yeah, I was. I'm hoping he also got sleep. He really needed it more than me.
I'm quite surprised that you machines sleep in the first place.
Well, it's
I've never really
not really
known
sleeping,
any
but it's like
robots do that.
shutting down. It's just for energy, but I haven't slept for thousands of
So
years.
sleeping.
I sleep rarely.
That's exactly what sleeping is.
Well, I'm just saying robot-wise, of course. Really, it's shutting down, but of course, actual-wise, it's sleeping. Probably watch those sparks inside of this cabin.
Yeah. They're sort of out of my control. It's what happens when I've been in the normal realm for too long. See, the reason my body looks like what it does is because I'm made out of a bunch of tiny little shards. I could technically make more fragments of myself by taking off bits of my body, because that's what I'm made out of. I only made 10 out of very large portions of my body. I'm a lot different to what I normally am. I change every time I take off a fragment. That's why, when I do that, the shards smash together and create a reaction. When I'm in the normal plane, this reaction comes merely at the contact. That's why I normally keep my fists clenched, to stop it from constantly sparking.
What was the point exactly?
Of fragmenting myself?
Yeah.
To escape. See, as powerful as I am, there are beings above me. There's one in particular. I still communicate with him from time to time, not on good terms at all. But he's a danger. He doesn't like people like me. He despises deities. He despises everything about gods. He believes that there should only ever be one god of each type.
You don't
So
mind
he
me
goes
asking
out
who
on
it
his
is,
own.
right?
He's a confusing one. He doesn't really have a set name, but he's told everyone to call him 9. Why, I don't know. But all I do know is that he holds immense power.
Sounds like
he
it.
goes out, finds deities that he deems out of their place, specifically ones based around time, such as myself. See, I am called by my associates, by my fragments, the Lord of Change. As that's what I'm over. I'm over the changing of fate, time, and all of that sort. And, well, 9, he hates that. Because he himself is a time deity. And he was the first of them. Across all universes. He was the first. So he goes on his own, and he goes out and he kills these other deities. And he can do it with ease as well. He's formidable. For all I know, he could be watching us right now and we don't even know. But if there is anything that I fear, it's that thing. And that's why I need my fragments to join together so soon. Because I don't know when he'll arrive. I don't know if he's coming for me, or if I'm next, or if he even deems me worth his time. But I know that eventually, when the time comes, I will go. But I must fight. Fuck.
Your guitar okay?
I just stomped on my guitar. Yeah, it's fine.
Damn.
But see, I need the strength to fight back against them. That's why I need my fragments to come back together. Even then, I'm not even sure if I can beat him with all of that power. So I need as much as I can get. I'm going to have to start absorbing other people, the most powerful beings I can find in this realm, to fight against them.
This realm.
I'm gonna have to go after monarchs, after those people from hell, possibly even Chaos himself. I just need as much power as I can get my hands on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Try and take him out. There's only one man, allegedly, that has been known to deal damage to 9. And this man isn't even from this universe. He's from a different one entirely. But you are very familiar with his name.
Then say it.
Dr. Rashmond.
Dr.
That man, in a different universe, pulled off a near divine feat. I have no idea how he did it. But he pulled it off. By God, did he pay the price for it.
Well, I bet he did. Sounds like a lot. Just for someone like him.
But that's only up to speculation. Whenever it's mentioned to 9, as I've tried to before, he tries to change the subject. He doesn't seem to like to talk about Dr. Rashmond. And it makes me think, I don't think he fears him, but I think he has an ego, see? And honestly, he kind of deserves it. With how powerful he is, no man wouldn't have an ego like his. But that ego was significantly damaged the day that he fought Rashmond. Now, by technicality, apparently Rashmond won this encounter. Apparently, it was just if he could land a hit on 9. Word has it that 9 dropped his guard. But again, this is all speculation that I've heard from other deities that I know and that I interacted with many, many years ago.
Right.
I don't even know if that story's true. And if it ever happened. But I believe it is.
Well, you shouldn't always believe in everything. You know?
Well, there has to be a reason why 9 doesn't want to speak about him. And about that encounter, there has to be. Because otherwise, what would there to be so shattered about?
Or maybe it's just a mask for now.
Possibly. But know this. There is only ever one instance of 9. So, whatever 9 that you see in this universe will be the same one that you see in another, or in another. He is the only one of himself. And he's quite incredible. Should you manage to get him on your side, he may only show up briefly, as he does have to, well, watch over time and watch over the multiverse. But should you ever get the chance to interact with him, get on his good side.
And how do I do that?
He will... Well, 9's quite a interesting person. He has a duty, but he will be open to making comrades and making friends. The only issue is that he can't befriend everybody. Once again, time-based deities and other deities he doesn't believe should exist, so he kills them. Like I said, there should only be one of each deity, and he believes that it should only be the first of every type of deity that should exist. Which is why he goes out and kills them. Those are the only people he doesn't get along with. Other than that, he gets along with anyone, really, as long as they aren't disrespectful to him.
Right.
If the person he interacts with is quite calm, quite collected, and isn't aggressive towards him, then he will talk.
Sounds a little complicated. You just gotta play your cards right.
Oh, not really. He's open to making friends. He likes talking to people. Hell, at one point if it wasn't for the fact that I was a deity, I would have probably been friends with the man myself. But, well, that's never gonna happen now. But he can give you information. Not a lot of it, because he doesn't want to risk merging timelines together and causing a bunch of other problems. But he knows what he can and can't give you. So if you ask him certain things, he might be able to provide. Now that would be very good for you. You might be able to get access to even more power, even more strength than you already had.
Well, I don't really search for strength or power that often. I just deal with what I have at the moment, and I don't really seek any more.
Well, maybe not power. He can give you anything that you need, really. But only to a certain extent. For he has his own limitations. Well, technically he doesn't, but his godly duties make him assigned to a certain thing, and he must follow those rules. Even he has his limits. Everything does, in the end.
Right. Sorry, you need to say anything else? I feel like I'm holding you here or something.
No, I'm holding myself here. You got to remember, I am all inside of your head.
Well, yeah, but still, I feel like you have other business. I don't think I'm
Not really.
at the moment.
I don't really have any business elsewhere. I am just doing my job. I'm watching over you.
That.
I should remind you that you are able to open rifts, and you can go and explore other realities.
Yeah, I've already played with it a couple of times. Reason why we're here right now. It was to get Grid out of the cold, or else he would have froze up.
Listen, and listen close. Don't ever get too carried away. I suggest that if you're going to certain realities, that you find a way to disguise yourself. Because playing around with the multiverse is a gift only given to some.
Yeah.
If Nine was to find out of what you were doing, or if you were to take it so far that universes started colliding together or timelines started working in ways they shouldn't, you become a target for Nine. So, when you go somewhere to find something, you make it as quick as possible, and you try to cause as little of a disturbance as you can.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Definitely risky. Breed has a lot more experience than me, so it is alright if 2 were to go, right? Of course, still equally as quick as possible.
It doesn't matter how many of you go, it's how much of a disturbance you cause in the timeline in reality. It shouldn't.
Right.
I would personally recommend a maximum of 3 people. Any more than that, and it becomes more of a risk.
I agree. I was just making sure. This 9 guy sounds like he's no joke at all. I'm not saying he is, I'm just.
He isn't.
You know.
He is by far the biggest threat to any deity.
Sounds like it.
Hell, the most powerful beings that you may know, if they are to get on his bad side, they'll be gone in an instant.
Even Amphix.
But he has to go on priority. He has to put certain things over others.
Hey, what about Amphix?
Amphix hasn't been playing with time.
Well, I'm just saying that if he were to get on his bad side, what would happen?
If Amphix was to get on Nine's bad side, Nine would have them eradicated.
Did bro crash? I think he crashed. I think he crashed. Yeah, he definitely crashed.
No, I'm back.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. You like froze there for a moment, dog.
Yeah, my VR has this thing when I'm doing Steam Link because I'm not connected by because I don't have an Ethernet cable into my PC. It occasionally cuts the Wi-Fi off from my headset.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Anyway.
Anyways, sure, Amphix on his bad side, they'll be eradicated. But again, Nine has priorities. He has to deal with the biggest multiversal threat at the time. I think the last I heard of him, he was in a realm between these other, a group of multiverses that are all smashed together, collided,
Wow.
and he's currently working towards fixing that problem.
Right. Sounds like a hassle.
Not for him. He'll take his sweet merry time doing it, and chances are, because he hasn't dealt with it already, he'll be doing other stuff at the same time. He doesn't, as big of a problem as it is, he knows that he can deal with it fairly swiftly. So he'll probably go around, check out some other universes before, and it's been a long time, since he's been here, let me tell you. A very, very long time. I'm talking before humanity walked this earth. He came here.
Sounds like it would be surprising if he did choose to come here.
Well, he likes to visit places he hasn't been in a while. Now, a while for him is a very fucking long time, but it's always possible. Just don't stay alert, but not too alert. It's unlikely he'll show up, but the possibility is always there.
Well, yeah, I don't look
And
forward
if he
to it.
does, then just don't try and piss him off.
I don't plan to. Don't worry.
He, in a way, reminds me of the 10th. Not in a bad way. He's he's very talkative. He has a tendency to not shut up when he's talking to somebody he dislikes because, well, he likes to annoy them. But also, his strength is incredible. I mean, I've heard of this man literally going to a god and punching them to death with his bare hands. He's feared by most deities. He's called the God Killer. Quite a fitting
Sounds
title, I
right.
think. Well, heed that warning, and I'll be departing, unless you have anything else to say. Anything to ask?
No, I don't. Just go do your stuff. I don't have anything else to say.
Farewell, then. I'll be seeing you around.
Yeesh. Where's greed? It's so good. Oh gosh. It's still raining. Of course. Seems like the rain never goes away. Funny. Fucking hell. Greed always tells me where the hell he goes. Though this isn't really anything new, but it's a bit of a surprise. And of course it's so foggy. I need some kind of electrical source. Holy fucking shit, I need to turn the world volume down. Fuck's sake. Oh, right. Treehouse. Maybe I can travel through that TV and find my way there, I guess. It really pisses me off. And there's no one up here. Right. Well. Seems useless. God, I'm so paranoid. Pull yourself together, Static. I'm sure Greed is fine. The way he always tells you. But no, he doesn't have to, but seems like he always tells me this shit. Now all of a sudden he just disappears without any word or letter. Not even a message or call of sort of kind. Just left me asleep, which of course I don't blame. It's just... oh my god. I don't blame him, it's just... it kind of hurts and it worries me a lot. Guys, we're having technical difficulties. What the fuck? Let me up! Let me the fuck up! Okay. Oh, he always tells me. So it's a little strange. Because I'm just not used to it. I don't know. God. Mountains were never my thing. But I guess it's a good way to just... maybe scoop my way through the fog. Find out where the